Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. So you remember in the last episode we were doing some grass cutting. We bought a new grass field to get some grass to feed the sheep and goats, and we got the mowing done last time, but we didn't do anything else with it, so we do need to rake that and bale it. So I'm going to go and collect the rake. I assume Daggerwin isn't already doing that, I don't know. No, he's not in the grass field at the moment, he's currently weeding field 15. So I'll let him get on with that, and we will get the rake on and go and rake the grass up ready for baling, and then probably bale it with the normal bale that we've been using, the round baler, but potentially we could. I'm thinking about buying a square baler, I'm not sure. I did suggest it's a Daggerwin, but it depends on the money really, whether or not we can afford it. They're not cheap, they're square balers, so it's just a thought. It's probably not something we're going to do. We might do, we'll see how it goes money wise, but yeah, first of all we need to get the rake anyway and get that done. So I'll go and pick that up. I think it's at the Sawmill at the moment, the Sawmill yard, which is our old original yard. So we'll get it from there, go up to the new grass field. It's a bit of a journey, so it might take a while to get there. And this tractor I've just collected it from the rope makers, of course, as well. Daggerwin took it there with the trailer to drop a trailer there so that we can load that with the pallets of rope to take to the playground. But it's going to be a while before this tractor will be needed again there, because there's no rope pallets to load at the moment, or one, I think there was one there. So it's going to be a while before we get any more, so we can certainly spare this tractor for today and get the raking and the grass work done with it. Daggerwin is using the Fendt at the moment, so I can't use that one. This is the next best one, then the John Deere as well, which is also actually a good tractor, it's just it's got the front loader on, so it's a bit less convenient than having on without a front loader. Anyway, here we are at the rake, so we've got that on now. We'll head up to the grass field and we'll get that done. There we go, so that's the raking all done, almost, and Daggerwin is here with the baler. He's just finishing off the baling as well, so we've got the whole field done, apart from moving the bales, of course. That'll be the next job. So when I've just done this, I'll go and pick up the auto stacker, which I believe is somewhere, and we'll get these bales moved. So there we go, that's the raking all done. So let's head off back to the yard again. We'll drop the rake off there, and we'll go and pick up the auto stacker and start moving these bales back to the sheep, and the goats will probably also need some as well, so I'll get that done next. So we've got the bales brought back now. I'm just checking the actual feed capacities. It actually looks like they're okay for a bit, but we will tip them at the sheep. The goats are also okay for grass, but the sheep are slightly lower, so we'll tip them here for now. And if we do need to move some to the goats, we can do that still. They're not going to disappear from here, not until they get eaten by the sheep. So it'll take them a while to eat all 12 bales there. So we'll tip them at the sheep, and then if we do need to take some to the goats, that's fine. We can do that at a later date. So Daggerwin's just moving the pallets of lettuce that will be sold in January, which potentially could be today, because Daggerwin was saying there's not going to be a lot to do in December. We obviously need to check what there is to do, but if there's nothing much to do, there's not a lot of point sort of sitting through December in real time, because if there's nothing to do, we're just going to be sat around really. So yeah, we need to make sure we've got things to do. We'll put the auto stacker away for now, because that won't be needed again, I wouldn't have thought, for a while. Oh, actually, there is a bale. Apparently, I haven't seen it myself, but apparently I keep getting comments, and Daggerwin said he was getting some comments as well, saying there was a bale down here somewhere of wood chip, so we're going to fetch that, I think. Apparently it's rolled down here somewhere. Oh yeah, I see it. So we'll go and pick that up, and then we'll stop getting people telling us that it's there. And actually it's coming up to the best time of year to sell that, so it's actually a good time to move this, because January is when the wood chip price is at its best. So even if we don't have our fields ready, we've got 2 poplar fields now, of course. If you didn't see that episode, you may have missed that we actually planted another field of poplar, so we've got 2 now. Obviously this one here on the left, and we've got another one, field, what was the number? Field 10, I think it was. Field 10 is planted with poplar as well, which is just to the north of us here. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of poplar to harvest at some point when it's ready. But for now, we'll just store this bale on the auto stacker, because it won't need to be unloaded, I don't think, until we come to sell it in January, which, like I say, could be very soon, depending on what there is to do in December. But when I've just backed this into here, we'll have a check on all the productions to make sure nothing is needing anything or running out of anything, so we'll just check that in a second. So here we are on the productions page. We've got the spinnery obviously running fine, that's still producing its fabric. This sawmill could do with a bit of wood, I would say. It's going down to half full. The other one's not looking too bad. I can't believe how much cotton the rope production's already used, so anyone saying that wasn't worth it, I'm quite surprised, because it does seem to get through it very quickly. In fact, it's almost used it all. It's only got, well, I don't know how much full it was. I think it was over 60 at one point, but it's down to 26 now. I seem to remember. I don't know exactly how much it had in storage, but yeah, it's certainly. Apparently, it's wool that was worse. Cotton's pretty good, I think, on that. But everything else is running fine. But yeah, the only thing really is the sawmill. So we probably could do that. I think Daggerwin might be moving. Daggerwin's moving time, so we'll do that. We'll move time to December, but then the sawmill will need some wood before we go to January, if that's the only thing to do in December. But when I can get out of this menu, I will go up to the sawmill and start moving some wood. The wool is full again. Hopefully Daggerwin will do that. Because yeah, we can't just keep skipping days, because there are always things to do, even if it's just like moving pallets of wool around. It's not the most exciting, but it needs to be done. That will of course progress the productions even more, so I don't know how much wool, cotton we've got left in the rope production. Have a quick check on that again. So rope maker, wow, 7,000 left, so it's virtually used it all. Almost all of that cotton has been processed into rope. That's amazing. So Daggerwin is on times 240. I don't know, hopefully he's not going to keep it on times 240 all month, because there won't be time to do anything. The sawmill has already got a tree there, so that's good. We won't need to cut too much down then. We'll feed that one in. It'll take it, yes it will take it, good. And then that one, I don't think it's not going to take that, so we'll have to pull that one in with the winch, and then probably cut a couple more trees down, 1 or 2 more trees, to make sure it's full until January. And of course the sawmill has wood chip as well, which we'll be selling in January, because that's the best month for wood chip. We need to make sure we don't forget that, because it is easy to do. I've done it myself. Actually, we might even just be able to push this. Not sure. Yeah, that'll do. I think that'll be enough to take it. There we go. 37,000. Limit is 50. So yeah, we've got room for another tree. Good job I put that big one in there though, because otherwise there would have been, well, it would have been a lot more work basically to get that one, the sawmill fed with wood. So anyway, yeah, let's get on with moving some more trees. We'll cut some more trees down, try and find a decent sized tree. That one looks pretty good. So we'll cut that one down and drag that back to the sawmill and maybe do another one as well. That's quite a lot of wood now brought back to the sawmill from here. We took one American elm down, I think it was. But yeah, that's all of the wood I think we'll need for now. Just hitching a few more little twigs up that I had to cut down to get them out. They do cause a bit of a problem, these little ones. But it's a bit of extra bonus wood that you can get out of them as well, so it's not all bad. It's just not the easiest and a bit time consuming to move around. I think Daggerwin just said he could do with a bigger trailer for the lorry, a flatbed and a grain trailer for the lorry, so he just bought something. I'm not quite sure which one he bought, but we've just purchased something. Oh, that's interesting, he took that one. I'm just trying to get this small sawmill to take some of these small bits because they're a bit of a pain. So I'm just sort of pushing. They are light enough to lift by hand, but I didn't want to bring each one back by hand really. I thought it'd be easier to bring them back in fours on the winch and then just move them by hand into the trigger. But yeah, I'm not using a super strength sheet for this. I am lifting them as they can be lifted. Not heavy at all, these. So yeah, we'll just put them into the trigger and then they'll be taken when there is space in the sawmill. I saw it just took one just then, so it won't take them too long to take those. There's no wood in them really. Okay, so Daggerwin did also mention that there's some trees, the oak trees behind the where was it? Behind the sheep, could do with cutting down. They're almost ready to cut, so they're about there. It's just the only problem with that is you've got to drag them all through here and then up here, which is not the easiest. But that is a solution to not having enough trees. We could also plant some more oak trees around this area as well, but that one is not going to be taken yet because there isn't space. It's 45,000 litres, almost 46,000, so yeah, there isn't space to take this big one at the moment, so I'll have to just say that like that until January and then it'll go then. Daggerwin's been loading a few planks up. There's another beam pallet there I've noticed. I also kept seeing that there was the trigger for, or the rope, no, the wool, the wool full trigger thing kept flashing up. So I'm just going to have a quick look to make sure they've been moved. It said no more space for wool, so yeah, they have. Although there's already almost a full pallet. It's so fast that now. And we've also got loads and loads of lettuce to move as well. Wow, we're going to be very busy selling in January. As it is almost January, what I might do actually is get the tipper trailer, the grain trailer, and fill this out with the wood chip from this sawmill so we don't forget about it. So I'll drop the winch off and I'll go and pick up the red tipper and we'll go and fill that up with the sawmill wood chip. So we're now in January and Daggerwin's just taken the load that of wood chip that I was about to take, so I've just missed out on that, never mind. So we're going to find out what we're going to get for the wood chip. There is a new trailer, of course, that Daggerwin has just purchased. That's what the big decrease in money was. So we've now got a larger tipper. I suppose he was probably bringing this to load the wood chip and found that I'd already put a trailer there and loaded it. I don't know whether there's any more in the production. Where are we looking? This one. No, he's filled that trailer, so there's no more wood chip. Okay, but we have got the lettuce to sell, of course, which I think he might have bought a flatbed for this as well. That would be handy. There we go. So 63,000 almost for the wood chip. That was not very far away. Where did he take that to? Oh, just down there. Yeah, so is there a new flatbed somewhere? Is that something he's bought? I don't know where it would be, but he said he was buying a flatbed for that lorry as well. I'm not sure, maybe he hasn't bought that, I don't know. Okay, oh, he needs a flatbed. Okay, so we need to buy one. Well, it's not much use here, so we'll take this to the yard then. For lettuce, yes. Okay, so, well, we do have a flatbed for the tractor, but I suppose it's quicker to transport with the lorry, so we might as well make use of it. So yeah, we'll get this dropped off at the yard. I don't know whether we're going to need this or not, for the moment anyway. And yeah, we'll look at buying a flatbed then if Daggerwin doesn't buy it first. I'm not quite sure who's buying it, but it would be helpful, I suppose, to have one for this vehicle. Obviously we can't do any field work at the moment, middle of winter, January, so there's no drilling or cultivating or anything. Well, we could do cultivating actually, but we don't need to, I don't think, because we've got direct drills now, and even a direct planter, so yeah, cultivating isn't really necessary. Where can I drop this trailer then? Somewhere out of the way. And then we'll pick up, we'll put it in, well, put it next to the silos, that's probably the best thing. Oh, there's the tree planter, if we're going to do some more tree planting. I won't block the silo because we probably need to get some more chicken feed, but I'll park it near to the silos, or just round this corner probably. Probably a good place for it, just to keep it out of the way. try and straighten up a bit. There we go, so that will be fine there for now. And yeah, we're going to get a flatbed for it, so I'll drive it to the shop and we'll pick up that and get the lettuce loaded. There's a lot of lettuce to load, as you've seen, so that's going to be a pretty serious job. It's going to take a while. I'm not sure whether we're going to get it all done today or not. But yeah, let's go and get this flatbed trailer and get loading. Well, it was kind of chaotic, but we've got it done. That's all the pallets loaded. Daggerwin's had a few issues there. Maybe one of them was my fault. I think I might have slightly reversed into him there, but I think yeah, he's dropped a few. But we're all on now. That's good. And it actually doesn't look too bad. It looks fairly neat. So it's certainly easier loading with the telehandler than it is loading with the tractor. Having four-wheel steering definitely makes a difference. Anyway, here we are at the trailer. We've got everything hopefully strapped on. We just better check this. We do not want to be losing these down the road. That would be disastrous. But most of them are strapped by the looks of it. I think they all are now. Let's just make sure that everything has a strap on it. I think that's all good. Oh, the front ones. Daggerwin did these front ones. There we go. So we're all strapped. I'm not sure who's going to take that or where they're going to. Oh, the small farm kiosk. Not too far to go. But I don't know whether it'll even acceptable or not. To be honest, I'm not sure whether there's a limit on it or not. But yeah, there we go. It's a full load. How many thousand? 56,000 litres of lettuce there on that trailer. So yeah, we're quite full. Shame it's not far to go. It's obviously don't want really long distance, but also at the same time it'd be nice to go a little bit further than just out the gate. Never mind, we might even have to travel further if this doesn't accept them all. I don't know whether there is a limit, like I said earlier on this. I don't know whether it will take it all or not. Well, some of them are falling off, but yeah, it looks like it's taking them all. There's one fell off. But yeah, 220,000, almost 221,000 there. And if you include the one that's fallen off, then it would easily be 222,000. So very, very good. Wow, 404,000 in the bank now. And that seems like a very good place to end the episode. Very successful day. Or a couple of days, I suppose, because we did move time forward. But yeah, that's really good. So this is a very long trailer. You can certainly get a lot of pallets on this. I was debating when you probably saw the time lapse of me buying things, or Daggerwin's being right back. I'm not sure. He's coming back. Yeah, when I was buying the trailer, I was debating which one to get because I wasn't sure what was the most suitable. I thought about getting the curtain sider, but then that's more of a European trailer. It probably wouldn't fit the map and the lorry very well. So I went for this one, which is a bit more of the American style flatbed. and even a low loader actually. It's got the ramp on the back, so we can load vehicles onto it if we need to. So it seems like a pretty good trailer, this. Quite happy with that. Park it here for now. There we go. So yeah, I was going to finish there actually, because I think we've done quite a bit of work there. Daggerwin is on his way back. I'm not sure what he's doing, but yeah, I think we've pretty much done all we need to for today. The fields all look good, I think. The ones that are planted anyway, we've got more to do while Daggerwin's back. We've got the yeah, quite a few fields are empty actually at the moment, ready to plant or can be planted in the spring. That's a cover crop, I think. Yes, it is. So that's not ready to harvest; it's just ready to plant when we come to do that. Which one is it? 10 and 4 are both the poplar fields. Or is it 14? No, I said a 10 earlier, I think it's 14. There we go. Yeah, 14 was the poplar field, not 10. So yeah, we've got 2 poplar fields growing. They can be harvested when they're ready. But unfortunately we're going to miss out on the best price. There is a wood chip bale on that auto stacker, isn't there, as well? Which I've forgotten about. Unless Daggerwin did it. No, it's still on there, so probably should take that to finish the episode. That's a good place to finish the episode. We'll sell that bale. So, where's the Fend? It's the fastest tractor. Oh, it would be. Okay, we'll use something else. We'll use the class. So, yeah, I'll just go and quickly sell that one bale on the auto stacker, and that will be a good place to finish, I think. So, yeah, let's get the auto stacker on again, and I'll speak to you in a second. Here we are at the sell point. I think this is where Daggerwin sold them before. Hopefully it is anyway. Can't see another place around here. So we'll get this one sold, hopefully. There we go. Wow, so even just for one bale, 7,300. That's really good. But yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it now. Daggerwin's just left, so I will leave it there. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.